Hello guys, how are you tonight? If you hear my air conditioning or my vehicle, I'm hiding out in my car while my kids get ready for bed tonight. Anyways, I wanted to come on. Hello Smiley, hello Lisa, hello Grace Paris. How are y'all? Um, I've tried coming on late at night. Doesn't seem to work because I'm afraid I'll wake everybody up. And earlier on during the day seems to work sometimes. I'll find my jive and my time. But anyways, how are y'all doing? Um, yes, Lisa, we will talk about Sebastian tonight. Also, I'm gonna start out trying to learn about StreamYard still, so y'all be patient with me, please. But I've got several videos that I am going to try to play. If not, I may have to play them over my phone and such. But I'd like to be able to play them on the screen so that you guys uh, can actually see and hear. But if I mess up, I'm sorry. Tonight, I wanted to start out by talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan. We're going to cover that just for about 5 minutes or so. Then we'll move on to Sebastian. I want to keep our focus on all the missing children, but also, uh, you know, keep Sebastian's name out there. Uh, Tonight we are talking about Jack and Lily Sullivan. Also, they are two children that became missing out of Canada, uh, Nova Scotia, and I had a few questions to ask you guys. The questions I wanted to talk about was, who do we think that the 35 people being questioned, isn't it 35 people that are saying they're being questioned on this case? I don't know about you folks, but that's a lot of people for my kids to be around. You know, I wonder about that because maybe I'm just a homebody, maybe I'm a hermit, but my kids are not around 35 people at any given time, I don't believe. I'm going to try to play a video on here, and I don't know, I don't have any mods at the moment. We're going to add some mods later on as we grow. But the video comes from Evil Exists, and there's two of them. One of them is, I want to play some of the dispatch, and I've not seen this out there on YouTube yet from what I've seen. But if you listen to the dispatch call at a certain point in this video, the police officer or LE, whoever this is, emergency personnel, is actually saying, tell mom to stay around the house. Have you guys heard that? Go in comments and let me know if you guys have heard that. And that's not speculation. That's what I heard from my own ears on this emergency call. So my question is, why did mom leave if they told her to stay? Okay, I'm going to try to pull this dispatch audio up. Let's see here. Present. We're going to try to do this, guys. I hope I can do this. Let's see.
Just advising everyone on the talk, public safety Field communications are en route to that search you have there, and our ETA is about 1:05 p.m. 1305.
Over there in Garlock Road, if you can copy this there, Corporal Short contacted that complainant from that suspicious vehicle call, and everything was done for. Nothing suspicious about it.
4-4 copies.
Just make sure Mom stays close to the house there in case they happen to sneak out and get back into the house.
You guys, I'm gonna cut that off. Did you hear that? Did you guys hear that? I hope you heard that. It said, tell Mom to stay close to the house. You didn't hear it, Mom? Grace Paris? Okay, did you all see the video on the screen? I sure hope so. I tried. Okay, good, Smiley. Thank you. Thank you. Did you get to hear that also? Just let me know in the comments. Okay, good. Yeah. My question is, why did Mom leave? You know? Why do you guys think she left? Do you think she was scared because they did find rugs and she wanted to get out of this situation? So she called her parents to come and get her out of this situation. I'm really not sure. This has me confused, but in my opinion, in my speculation, I do think that something is really weird going on there. And I don't like to blame people. I'm not here to blame or to judge, you know, because we don't know because we're not actually there. Unless TV, sometimes you can't even believe the news, you know. Sometimes they get things wrong too. We're only human. But until the Ellie comes across and actually says, this happened, I really, all we have is speculation. But that's what we're here for. The true crime genre is here to speculate, put our thoughts together, things like that. But, anyways, okay, let's move on to the video. It's actually on my phone, and this is also Evil Exists, and it's about 3 minutes long, and I'm going to play it on my phone over the speaker and let you guys hear this. And I think he's talking a lot about the mom. Hang on just a second.
From my experience covering true crime cases, when a certain narrative is being pushed without the appropriate behaviors to accompany the words, then it is most likely not what happened, and that person knows way more than they're saying. What does this mean? Let's take the mother in the case of Lily and Jack Sullivan. She has been pushing the abduction theory from the beginning of the case, almost too hard in my opinion. I don't believe for a second that someone drove up there, grabbed the kids, put them in a car, and drove off. Look at the area, such a long stretch of road, with the houses far apart. The house that Jack and Lily lived in was isolated, and surrounded by trees and forest. Police don't believe that they were abducted too, and didn't put out an Amber Alert. There is no evidence to suggest the kids were taken. The mother pushed an abduction narrative from the start by saying that the kids will talk to anyone. They were not aware of stranger danger. They will go with anyone.
They're both really go-lucky children. They're so sweet. They talk to anyone. They'll talk your ear off. They will speak to anyone in a store. Everyone. They're just extremely sweet kids.
The dogs lost their scent at the end of the driveway. Daniel said that the kids don't like being muddy or wet, so they would have returned home, basically trying to move away from the wandering off theory, and subtly push the abduction narrative as well. They both wanted an Amber Alert put out, and she said more so to let everyone know that the children are missing.
I appreciate the huge search effort going on right now, but we've been pushing for an Amber.
And guys, on that part right there where she says she appreciates the efforts of everyone, from my studies of what I've seen, I have read and studied that when they say, oh, everyone's been great, that's a comfort to themselves. That's bringing the narrative to themselves to, yes. And do you guys really think that these children are autistic? We don't know for sure because we've never been around them. But my thoughts were, there are cases of autistic children, of course, and I'm not saying I don't know, it's speculation. But there's also children that, are slow learners or have speech impediments. I know one of my daughters had a speech impediment for a while, and she was slow at learning reading, you know. So it's not always autism. And if she thought they were on the spectrum, why did you not go to the doctor? Why do you not go get the help that you need? The speech therapy and stuff. In my opinion, I feel like it's just laziness. That's my opinion, speculation. But, we all have opinions. Moving on to Sebastian Rogers. Guys, this case has me really concerned because we're not moving forward at all. Doesn't seem like. I feel like there's some that just come on long enough to pacify people, in my opinion. Pacify, to get us to forget about Sebastian. And we're not going to forget about Sebastian. Let's see. I know we're going back to way back, probably a year back, because like I said, I'm new. And there's more people on here more experienced in the true crime than me. But things that I think about, has anyone on the search map around Sebastian's home area, has anyone been able to go outside of where Ellie has searched? I know there's certain true crime people that I've seen. I think Silver's on the scene or something like that. But how far out actually have they searched? I think it was like the 15-mile radius or something. I know, Lisa. I wish I knew something too. It's sad that there are actually people out there that know and aren't speaking up. I mean, what kind of mindset is that? Molly, I know it's getting to you too, honey. I know. At first, did they say, okay, I'm confused because the stories go from here to there. Okay. Yes. More searches need to take place. I agree. I think it needs to go out a lot farther, than what it has. I mean, I don't comprehend. And then you say TBI is working with them, FBI is working with them. Have they came out? Like, how long has it been since somebody from TBI or FBI has actually spoke and gave us an update? How long has that been? Okay, I know I'm going back, way back, but what concerns me is they're saying no scent was found by the dog. Then they said there was a scent at the retention pond, and they drained the pond, didn't find anything. There was footprints at the retaining pond or retention pond, correct? And then there was a scent at the construction site. Is that right? Just asking. So, whatever became of the scent at the construction site? Did they do like an update on that? Or anything? Do they debunk it? No sin at all. Okay, Grace Paris, who's saying no sin at all after saying there was a sin? Because I found some videos. Okay, so no sin, false. Are you saying there was a sin or no sin? Okay, I'm going to look. Elise said no sent, not Sebastian sent, allegedly. Okay, I'm going to look at something. Hang on, guys. Let's see here. Sorry. Trying to find what I need to look for. Okay, let's see. I found a thing, and it's got stuff in it, and it's from Court TV. And the one thing I want to know is, okay, there are no shoes, no scent. We're going to watch this video, and you all tell me, say, okay, yes, yes, whatever, that you're seeing this video, if you don't mind, so that way I can definitely know that you're hearing it and you're seeing it. This is from Court TV. Let me click share on here. I'm going to share my screen. Let y'all hear this and see this, hopefully. Okay, let's see. Can y'all see that? Let's see. Add this. Okay. I think I got it. Okay. I'm going to play this for you guys. Let's see. I'm going to push play.
Day.
Wow.
Monday. That the dog popped to a trail and they followed it and went all the way around and it ended in a construction site, but it's like there was nothing there.
Right. And that's a little odd, right?
Leads me to believe that, well, if it ends, normally the fit ends when you stop traveling on foot. From my understanding, that would mean that he got into a car.
That's right. So now you listen to that, and again, they're saying that there's no evidence of foul play, but there's a scent leading to nothing, to absolutely nothing there, Pascal. I mean, you've got to deduce something from that. They haven't really talked about this a lot, but this would seem to be a potential lead or explanation as to what could have happened here if.
Okay, guys. I know that was from the beginning. Yeah, I know, Grace. But you know, it makes you think, who debunked it? Who actually debunked it? And in my opinion, if they debunked it, was it one of the parents? Was it LE? What was it? Because, you know, did Seth actually say LE? Okay. But that concerns me, you know? I don't know. Just a thought. I mean, because what if, and I'm not saying that they're not, but what if they're not that experienced? You know? I mean, I'm not a police officer, but, you know, think about it. Another thing, do you guys think that Sebastian actually had shoes on or didn't have shoes on? What's your opinion? Lisa, I don't believe Ellie. Let me click on that. I don't believe Ellie lights were of evidentiary value. That's my thought. That is my thought, Lisa. because if they are of value and they're telling us no, they're not, then what else, in my opinion, has been debunked? CP tried to even say scent was all outside home wrong. Wow. No shoes. Yeah. You agree on the lights, Grace Paris. I do too. I do too. And I guess now it's just a waiting game, of course. So the video was not to get out. The light video. Go figure. Could ruin the case. Well, I think things need to move forward. We're going to keep Sebastian's name out there. Definitely. If it's just a few of us, we're going to keep his name out there. And I know some of the things, well, most of all the things I'm bringing up is old. It's not new news. It's not the happening thing. But it gives you something to think about. It just bothers me because I feel like there's so many loopholes that have been missed. A lot. In my opinion, allegedly, Ellie should thank the Lord the video was leaked. Yeah. Is there any other neighbors or any other people that have video? I've thought about that, Of course, we're not a courtroom. This is alleged. This is speculation. But we can speculate all day long. I just wish, yes, I wonder too if there's more to that video. Is there more videos? Is there more to that one video? Y'all know that Ellie's not going to give us everything because why would they? But anyways, yes, I believe there's more video in my opinion. I agree. But anyways, I'm going to read the details of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. He was last seen on February 25th in the area of Stafford Court in Hendersonville, Tennessee. He was wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and black square-framed glasses. Sebastian has medical conditions, including autism, that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. Another thing I've been thinking about too, guys. Who goes to bed in a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants? I know my kids get cold, but that's always been odd and stood out to me. That you would wear black sweatpants and a black hoodie to bed. But anyways, if you have any further information concerning the whereabouts of Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, please contact the Sumner County Sheriff's Office at 615-451-3838 or the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation at 1-800-TBI-FIND or tips to TOTBI at tbi.10, which is tn.gov. You may also contact your local FBI office, the nearest American embassy or consulate, or you can submit a tip online at tips.fbi.gov. Guys, thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming in here. Hopefully, I can bring up different things and study things for you guys. I want you to have new content. We're going to keep Sebastian's name out there always. Every live that I can do, I'm going to keep Sebastian's name out there because evidently it irritates some. And that's fine because I could care less. I'm just speaking on a missing child and hoping he's found. That's all. Thank you guys for joining me. Y'all have a good night. I'm going to go get my kids to bed. Love you all. Have a good night. And thank you so much.